Greetings, everyone, and welcome to what I hope will be a bold new phase for the YouTube channel here, and other things related to it. Yeah, so some of you may have heard about this Patreon thing that a lot of YouTubers have been trying out lately. Basically, what Patreon is, for those of you who don't know, is it's kind of like Kickstarter or GoFundMe, but it's specifically geared towards YouTube and that sort of things for regular content providers rather than someone just looking to raise funds for a one-off product or what have you. So it's not like Kickstarter in that you would be investing in something in the hopes that it might get made, but rather you're contributing to an existing content provider to help them out a little bit so that they can continue to provide content for you. Either more content or better content or a wider variety of content. And that's kind of what my goal is with this whole Patreon campaign. I've given it a lot of thought, and I kind of avoided doing this for a long time because I didn't really see what the benefit of it would be, and I didn't really kind of get what it was all about. But as I've looked at what some of my other YouTube friends and whatnot have been doing with theirs, it began to make more and more sense to me. What I've found over the past year or so is that I'm wanting to do a lot more with the YouTube channel and just with my video production endeavors in general and musical endeavors in general, that I just flat out do not have the time or resources to do. So something like Patreon is perfect for that because it can give me that additional boost to help to make those other projects happen. For example, as far as the YouTube channel goes, the Multimedia Chronicles Retro. A lot of you have asked me about it repeatedly and would love to see it come back, and I really want to bring it back. However, I've reached a point in my old footage where the way it was recorded back then used early forms of multi-track audio equipment that I do not have anymore. So I literally cannot capture that footage without getting that equipment so that I can have access to those alternate audio tracks again. So until then, Multimedia Chronicles Retro is basically on indefinite hold, and it drives me crazy because I literally have hundreds upon hundreds of hours of material that I could use for additional episodes, and I know that you guys would love it. And that's the other thing that Patreon can help out with is equipment upgrades. Now, I archive absolutely everything that I do. All the videos, all the raw footage, all the edited masters, all the project files, all the music files, everything. It's all archived. I have probably 20 terabytes of hard drive space right now, constantly in danger of being used up. So that's another thing that it would help with is basically just getting more hard drives to store all of that additional footage. And, going back to MMC Retro, capturing all of that old footage and actually having somewhere to put it. I capture in pretty high quality formats, and as such, it uses up a lot of hard drive space. I go through hard drive space like popcorn, basically. And on a particularly busy month, like, say, around Halloween, when I'm just cranking out videos like crazy, that hard drive space gets used up pretty quick. So that would help with sort of keeping the balance between influx of video footage, output of videos, and having somewhere to archive everything. The other thing that it would really help with is simply giving me more time to actually put the time into the production of the videos and everything else that I do that I'd really like to. Like, for example, this video, you may notice the sound quality is a lot better than my past few videos. Yeah, well, that's because I'm actually using my Yeti mic for the audio. Sorry, that made some noise there. And I'm sure you'll agree the sound quality is exponentially better than the built-in mic on the camera. But it comes down to a matter of time. I'm basically juggling YouTube between job, spending time with my daughter, and, just general day-to-day life stuff. And I just don't have the time to do this kind of production technique for all of my videos and still maintain the level of output that I would like to do. So again, that's where Patreon can come in. By taking some of the financial load off of things, it would give me more time to be able to invest in producing better quality videos for you. Then on top of that, there's simply the variety of content that I'd like to provide. I mean, you may notice I've been trying to mix things up a little bit over the past year or so, moving all the live streams over to YouTube, so everything's kind of centralized on YouTube now, rather than being all over the place. Even Twitch now, even the gameplay stuff that I do on Twitch, I can simulcast on YouTube, which is great. It really makes it handy for everybody, especially for you guys, not having to go all over the freaking internet just to see what I'm doing over here or over there. Is he over here now? Is he doing something over here? I imagine it was probably pretty hard to keep track a lot of the time. And now I can have everything centralized on YouTube. So now that I kind of figured that side of it out, I'd like to actually increase the output. And a lot of you have said you want to see me get back to doing more reviews and such. And, you know, I've had a blast doing all the Halloween reviews this year, of which there are plenty more to come, by the way. We're not quite done yet. And I'd love to continue doing reviews like that on a regular basis. But again, it just comes down to time. I just don't have the time. I've had time this month because I had a week off for vacation, so I was able to do more stuff. But that's not the level of output I can always manage, unless I've got something on the side taking the load off so I don't have to work as often and thus have more spare time. And that's where Patreon comes in. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm basically just looking for something to give the whole situation a boost as far as what I have the time to do, what I have the resources to do. And, you know, a lot of you have asked me repeatedly how you can contribute in some way. Some of you do so by sending packages. Others have been sending me donations on a regular basis behind the scenes for a very long time. But it's not as straightforward a process for everyone. So this gives you basically one place where you can go, and if you want to contribute something to the show, you can. And much like Kickstarter, there are rewards as well. You can check that out on the Patreon page. I won't bother going through it all now because they're probably going to change periodically. I'll probably be adding more reward levels as, you know, interest increases. Okay, so how it works is actually pretty simple. What you do is you decide how much you'd like to contribute towards each video. Now, it's done on a per video basis, so bear that in mind. Now, one thing I do like about Patreon is it lets you control how much you're contributing on a monthly basis. So say you set a budget for yourself of $10. You want to contribute $10 a month. So you can divide that up however you want. You can say, okay, $1 per video up to a maximum of 10 videos. Or you can do, say, 50 cents a video up to a maximum of 20 videos, depending how productive you think I might be that month. It's entirely up to you. Now, at certain levels, there are rewards. So, for example, if you decide to contribute $1 per video, there's a reward level for that. If you contribute like $2.50 a video, there's a reward level for that. And you can check all that out, as I say, on the Patreon page. It gives you the breakdown of what each reward level is. Or you can choose no reward. If you'd prefer just to contribute and that is its own reward for you, then fine. I mean, I'll still thank you, obviously, but if you would prefer to go unrewarded for your valiant efforts, then so be it. That is an option as well. Now, some of you may be looking at this and saying, oh, he's e-begging, or, oh, this is, you know, he's totally selling out, and this is nonsense. Yeah, no, it's not. This is basically in direct response to requests I've had from people. People have been asking me literally for years how they can contribute something to the show. So Patreon simply offers that as an option and as an easy, manageable way for people to contribute to the show in some tangible way. And as far as, you know, those of you who may not want to contribute, and that's fine, you don't have to, you're under no obligation to contribute. This is purely an option for people who would like to. And for those who don't want to, nothing changes. I mean, as far as the end result goes, nothing changes. I mean, you're still going to be able to subscribe to my YouTube channel for free. You'll still be able to watch videos for free. Nothing's ever going to change with that. I'm not going to change this. I mean, that YouTube gave us the option, like YouTube partners, gave us the option to make our channels paid subscription only, like 2 years ago. And that option has been sitting there flashing at me every time I go into my settings, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. That's a douchey thing to do, and I'm not going to do that. So that's not what this is. This is purely a voluntary thing. If you've been wanting to contribute and weren't sure how to go about it, this is a way for you to do it. It's really that simple. And then nothing changes. And as far as I'm concerned, everybody benefits from it. Because, I mean, I get to upgrade my equipment so I can do more variety of videos for you. And the end result for you is you just get more videos. You get more stuff to enjoy. Now, I should mention, speaking of which, what type of content will these contributions apply to? Well, technically, they'll apply to anything on the YouTube channel. So that goes for you know, the live streams as well as the regular videos. Basically, if you look at my goals on the left-hand side of the Patreon page, it'll give you the breakdown of sort of what my big goals are. You'll see that what I've committed to at each level of those goals is to produce a certain number of videos per week. Now, I want you to understand that is specifically videos. That does not include live streams. Live streams are just kind of a bonus on top of that. That goes for Twitch as well. I'm talking actual proper YouTube videos, whether it be an update or a review or a short comedy video, whatever the heck I feel like doing that week. But yeah, I mean, ideally, long term, what I'd like to be able to do is have at least a video or two a day, and to do this on a much more regular basis. Like, I really want to take this channel to the next level and to give you guys more of the content that you want to see, as well as just, you know, having the time and the resources to do so at my end and have fun with it. I mean, it's really all about having fun, isn't it? Alrighty, well, I don't know what else I can say. I think that pretty much sums it all up. So if you head on over to the Patreon page, or if you're watching this on the Patreon page, hi, how's it going? You're already there. Yeah, so check it out, see what you think, and if you feel so inclined, please contribute, and we can all enjoy the benefits of that. And hey, if you just want to keep watching and not contribute anything, that's fine. I mean, as I say, nothing changes as far as the end user experience goes. I mean, it's still free, and that's not going to change. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for contributing, and sayonara.